If gambling were a vehicle, it would be the Vilkas. More specifically, it would be its Spike LR missiles. You see, these missiles basically never kill tanks, or are kind of an 80-20 chance, with 80% of the chance being you just damage the tank's breech or barrel, 20% chance of actually killing. There are some uses with long-range maps where tanks are so far off in the distance, you can barely see them. You kind of launch the missile and fire and forget, but most of the time this thing never kills. And I'll demonstrate today in this video. And also, it's just not that good of a vehicle. At 10.7, it only has 115 millimeters penetration. That is with its 30 millimeter gun. The Spike LR has 900, but it just does not work. It does have very good thermals and optics, but most of the time you're firing, you're not really zooming in far. You're kind of at close range. Okay, so we see a few enemies behind that hill over there, and I'm trying to kind of peek up over the edge, see a tiny bit of their head, and be able to lock on the LR. They're pretty easy to lock, but that doesn't mean they actually hit that good. Okay, I shot my LR missile, but that is just a 2S38. Yep, got rid of its cannon breech, and hopefully we're able to kill it. Okay, I think it got towed away by a friendly. Okay, that tank died before we were able to launch it. And hopefully we should be able to get this 2S38. Okay, we launched. Okay, we got this VMP. I think it died more from the explosive that hit it than the actual penetration. Okay, our kill was kind of stolen there. We had a really lucky shot on his cannon breech. I didn't expect it to actually destroy his cannon breech with the first shot, but turned out well. That was able to kill too. Usually the problem with these Spike LR missiles, in addition to, okay, it was a light tank, but usually the problem with these Spike LR missiles, in addition to being able to only launch at long range, is, yeah, obviously you can only really launch at long range. You can't launch at short ranges because it has to go up in an arc. Can't really be used in close range maps versus missiles, let's say, like the BMPs, you can. Okay, I see an enemy at B, and I think we have a good viewpoint here where if he's peeking his head out, we should be able to launch onto him. Okay, fortunately, we have killed a few enemies with our Spike LR missiles this match, but most of them have been light tanks, so it's kind of not really showing the true potential of the missiles. Not potential, but the true... Oh my goodness. Woo! That was actually beautiful. That was gorgeous. I like the Vilkas, but I just think it does not perform that well at the BR it's at. And I feel like a much lower BR, not much lower, but maybe 0.7 lower, could be really beneficial for it. Okay, so I launched the Spike LR missile onto that helicopter. I don't know if they can actually reach that far. Let's see right here. Lock range 20 kilometers, 45 seconds of guiding time. It could hit that helicopter. I'll have to see in a second. Okay, I don't know what that wolf pack was thinking, pushing us like that. Looks like the helicopter was shot down. And oh my goodness. We're being shot at every angle, but I have no idea where we're being shot at from. And the Vilkas also has a radar system to lock on aircraft, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily that good. The missiles, of course, aren't fast enough to actually take down planes. They can be pretty useful at taking down helicopters, but most of the time the helicopters get out of the way or kind of move fast enough for the Spike LR missiles not able to reach or catch up to them. Oh my goodness. What could have that been? I said BMP-2M. Fortunately, our teammate got it. Whew. These Spike LR missiles are actually putting in the work today. Normally, every single time I play with them, whoa. Normally, every single time I use them or anyone else uses them, you can check on the Reddit. The opinion about them is extremely mixed and normally never works out. And I actually have clips I could probably put on right now showing that these missiles just are not it. This match, they kind of are. I wish there's also a way to actually direct the missiles following your cursor once they launch. Of course, they're going to be in that arc just based off how they're set up on the turret. Instead, locking on something able to follow a laser designator would be extremely useful. Of course, the missiles may not operate like that in real life, but it is a video game after all, and there needs to be balance. And that would bring a lot more balance to the game and make the Vilkas and other vehicles like it, like the QN or the Lynx, so much better. Okay, got that T-72, kind of spawn camping here, but when there's no enemies spawned in, or at least on points of the map, you gotta get this match done somehow. Oh, wow. I actually managed to get 2 vehicles there and my ammunition completely destroyed. So we're going to have to refit somewhere. That's kind of one of those circumstances where you can actually pick the Spike LR missiles to use. Because most of the time, you're kind of in close quarters, but in an area where you can just lock on the enemy's fire away, lock on, fire it, forget it. It proves to be pretty well, but usually, once again, it comes back down to you're basically gambling with the missile, you're gambling with the tank, because just because you can lock, just because you can launch, does not mean you're getting that kill at all. So maybe Gaijin needs to redesign how they lock on with these missiles, but who knows. Okay, I think that is a 2S-38 over there. Oh my goodness. I did not see a T-72 at all. Okay, I feel like we can do a lot more this match. And we just got to get away from this bridge because I feel as though this bridge is going to stop our missiles from firing. We fired on that 2S-38. There we go. Okay. Okay, we fired on that T-72 as it fired on us. It's trying to machine gun the Spike. And we didn't get it? I don't think so. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like it if you enjoyed it. And to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm always trying to improve. It's been a while since I posted my last video. It's been quite busy, but I'm always trying to get better videos, better content. And when War Thunder drops this infantry update that they've been talking about, I'm going to cover that instantly. I'm going to be over that. I'm going to be over any War Thunder news. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good rest of your day.